with the Senators forward Keean Washkurak, who is back in Belleville for another season, and checking in on how the summer is going for him. Good to see you, Washer. Congrats on the deal again, and welcome back.
Thanks, buddy. I appreciate it. Good to see you too.
How's the summer been? What have you been up to?
A couple of vacations. I was in Charleston for a bit, and then went out to Indiana for 4th of July, just to see the girlfriend for a bit, and then been out on the golf course trying to get my handicap down a little bit before I come back to Belleville. But I've been in the gym 5 times a week, on the ice 3 times a week. Just the normal to get ready for next season.
You mentioned during our exit interviews about South Carolina. What'd you get up to down there?
Spend some time at the beach. We actually drove 6 hours to Orlando. We went to Disney for 2 days. That was pretty fun. Had a good time there, and then the rest just hung out at the pool and stuff like that. So it was good.
Are you a big ride guy, or are you?
I'm a huge ride guy.
Okay.
I like the fast, and go upside down a couple times. But it was fun. I had a good time.
Yeah, that sounds like it. Reflecting back on kind of last season, a month or two down the road, how proud of you or about what this team was able to kind of accomplish with the group it had, despite just narrowly missing the playoffs there?
Yeah, I'm extremely proud of how our team came to play every night, and the guys in that room. We had a certain identity of how we wanted to play every single night, and I think even if we had a bad game, we'd still show spurts of that. But overall, I'm extremely proud of the guys in that room, and I'm happy to be coming back into it.
It's going to be a bit of a different look to the group this year. Some pretty familiar faces are leaving the team. I mean, you've been in this league for years now and kind of understand how that goes. How do you kind of deal with that as a team when you lose those, kind of major pieces that have been fixtures here for the last few seasons?
Yeah, exactly. It's really hard losing those guys. They're great guys off the ice, and they'll be friends for life. But with the new guys coming in, it's kind of the same thing. It's playing to our identity, and just trying to win games, and hopefully have a better record and better in the standings next year.
Left corner, Washkurak got it free. Gannett stepped up, and the Moose are going to tap it around him, but they're going to give it away. Here's Gannett with plenty of room by himself. Pass it across, they score! Washkurak taps it in on the back door. The Senators have the lead. Some pretty good signings have been made by GM Matt Turek, etc. Are you familiar with any of those guys? I know you've played against a handful of them.
Yeah, I've been in the league for quite a couple of years. You play against guys, and I've played against Arthur Kaliev, when he was in Hamilton for a bit. I didn't really like him too much, but he's a great player. He's got a great shot. I'm very excited to be coming back into Belleville.
And a lot of the guys who will be back this year are those kind of young players who now have a season under their belt. I'd imagine that should lead to some improved results, I guess. Just a little experience goes a long way.
Yeah, exactly. Just like you said, the experience of, getting minutes and, playing in games for those guys is so huge for them. And it's hard as a young guy coming into the league, but, now that they got another year, I'm excited to see what they bring.
What are you looking forward to most about getting back here to Belleville and back to the Bay Quinte?
I think just hanging out with the guys. It's not too big of a city, so you kind of got to find your own fun, and I enjoy hanging out with the guys outside of the rink, going fishing or just going out to eat, going to dinner, or just going to guys' houses and hanging out. So I'm really looking forward to that.
Yeah. What's the rest of the summer look like for you?
Pretty much the same. I got a couple charity golf tournaments that I'm playing in around here, and then just on the ice and back in the gym. That's basically it.